Yo, what's going on, Son of Chaos, and welcome to another Scamfish Catfish Commentary. So today we got another doozy one. It's about this one old man who probably 9 times out of 10 gave away $10,000 of a scammer who was pretending to be a doctor. But anyway, let's get down to it.
She's a cardiologist, and yet she needs money from my dad to help pay for whatever. I'm like, really?
This man sent $100,000 to his online girlfriend.
She'll say she needs it for the most outrageous stuff, and he'll just be like, how much? If she told you to jump, you would say, how high, dude? Ron is out.
I mean, pretty much. Scammers are pretty much the epitome of if they ask you to jump, you say how high. Like, pretty much.
About 100K. He even convinced Carrie to sell her truck for cash.
There's no arguing with him about much of anything. He's just like, you don't know what you're talking about.
So it sounds like the daughters need us to come in and just explain why this whole thing is not real.
To top it off, the daughters have warned me that he's not approachable.
Join us as we travel to Las Vegas and try to get...
I see. A stubborn old man who's no when... Sounds like a stubborn old man, if you ask me, who take no for an answer.
Get through to Ron about who he's really communicating with.
This is gonna be so interesting. We have no idea what's gonna happen.
But is Ron willing to face the truth? Or will all of our team's effort go to waste?
This is Brianne.
Hi, Ron. You said, I don't know what you're doing here. And he said he doesn't know me.
The chick you've been talking to is a stranger, is she not? You haven't talked to her.
I know everything about it. No, it's square. You ain't gonna tell me nothing I don't already know.
He's probably going to take off.
Before we continue, this video is sponsored by BetterHelp. The cases that we deal with is always a reminder of how hard it is to break difficult patterns, even when we know they're hurting us.
Yeah, sometimes you want to change, but doing it alone feels impossible. Therapy helps you realize you can't fix what you don't face.
That's why we're glad to partner with BetterHelp. They connect you with a real licensed therapist that's trained to listen and provide you guidance.
You just fill out a questionnaire, and then you get matched in just a couple of days. And if the therapist isn't the right fit, you can change anytime with no additional costs.
BetterHelp also accepts FSA and HSA cards. And in 2024 alone, over 137,000 people chose to use theirs for therapy. So use your benefits before they expire.
If you're ready to break old patterns or you just want to feel grounded, you'll get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/catfished. Now let's get back to the investigation.
Before we get back to it, honestly, I would take a good look into this because from what I can tell, BetterHelp just seems to help a lot of people. And honestly, my advice, now, I normally don't give advice to people, but when it comes to YouTube and, being dedicated to making videos and being consistent, honestly, if y'all ever need time to, take a break from the computer, honestly, if you ever need to, take a break from social media or take a break from YouTube, if you're a YouTube creator, honestly, take a break. The more you take a break, the more... How can I put this in a way? The more you take a break, the more you'll be in the right headspace to do things. But anyway, let's continue.
All right, team, we're back with another case. But Brianne, it looks like you're working from home today.
I'm working remote. I've been traveling a lot, so I'll be in a bit.
Let me get to the email though. This comes from two daughters on behalf of their father, Ron. Hi Catfish team, our father has been talking to a woman on WhatsApp who refuses to video chat, repeatedly asks for money, and emotionally manipulates him. He keeps sending her cash and gift cards for unbelievable reasons, and we are unsure whether the real woman is involved or if someone else is using her photos. There is so much to this story, and we desperately need help showing him this is not real before he loses any more hope, time, or money. Sincerely, Kristen and Carrie.
Hi, my name is Kristen, and I'm 40 years old, and I live in the Henderson, Nevada area. I'm Carrie. I'm 42. I'm a single mom. I'm from Henderson, Nevada. I have 2 kids and 3 grandkids now. My dad's been living with me for the last 3 or 4 years now. My dad's name is Ron, and I believe he will be 75 in March. He was an orthopedic tech, and he did a lot of the bandaging and like casting and stuff like that.
Since his divorce with Kristen and Carrie's mother, Ron hasn't been able to find a lasting relationship.
Him and my mom divorced when I was, I think, 18. He has not been with anybody since. My mom remarried in 2019, but my mom will never.
I can tell by the look on his face. Jesus Christ. And from what, like, I don't know. It just, by the tell on the look on his face, he is just not happy, dude. And from what I can tell from this dude and his personality, like, dude doesn't know, and from what I could tell, like, he doesn't handle criticism very well. No wonder why she left. Though, I can't say that for a fact. That's just, judging. Though, from what it looks like, it seems like, she left with another guy. It seems like, she left with another guy because of his attitude. Some women don't like that.
Go back to him. Like, I know he's tried asking her a couple times, if I, got better about this, that, and the other thing, would you take me back? And she's like, no. My mom's always kind of been mean to him. I can't say that any of us really have had that.
So she's been mean to him. So technically it was the other way around. So I'm going to guess that he is nice and she's the main one. That makes sense.
Opportunity to get real close with him because he's always been kind of a quiet person, kind of always kept to himself. I mean, he's there for us when we need him and stuff, but he's lonely. He's bored and he's just finding ways of getting into trouble.
After struggling to find love in person,
let me tell you something about the first rule about getting in trouble. No, actually something else. If you're in trouble, if you're ever in a situation when you're going to get in trouble, the best thing you can do is take yourself out of the situation. But from what I can tell from this old dude is that, he's always getting himself into trouble because of, and I want to assume, now, I could be 100% I could be 100% wrong, but it just seems like to me that he could have a attitude where, he just likes getting into trouble. Again, I could be 100% wrong. Who knows? Let's continue.
Ron turned to Facebook dating. That's where he met someone who swept him off his feet almost instantly.
He wasn't on dating sites. He's not really tech savvy, I guess you could say. He doesn't go out. He doesn't have many friends. All of his family is back in New York. So like his siblings, his, nieces and nephews, like there's no one out here except us for him. He has never dated anybody else, hasn't had a girlfriend or anything like that since then. And I think with this one, he's just lonely. And this chick sends him videos and risque photos and stuff. Her name is Savannah. Supposedly on her social profile, she's got a husband and kids. I'd say she's probably about 5'10", 5'11" from the pictures. She's really tall, really thin, got long, dark ash blonde.
I could almost guarantee you, and do I even have to say it? It's most likely a scammer just trying to manipulate this dude, and apparently this old guy is not very smart of the fact that, these are scammers who are just trying to take advantage of him, but he just won't hear it.
Hair. I think she has blue eyes. She's in her 40s, I would say. Real pretty. She's very pretty. I think she's from California and resides in California. Supposedly is a cardiologist out of one of the medical centers out there. Yeah, she's a cardiologist, and yet she needs money from my dad to help pay for whatever. I'm like, really? Originally, when he first started talking to this person, was like, does this look real? Does this, does this sound right? And I was like, so I looked into it and I looked into her name and stuff, and I was like, no. I was like, none of this adds up. I looked up the address on the ID that she had given him, and it is obviously a fake.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. She pretty much said everything that I was going to say. And again, this obviously the ID is fake. I mean, look in the I mean, look at the license. I mean, the license is all covered up with God knows what. It's obviously fake. Like, come on, dude.
You can tell that the address has been typed over somehow, and she's out of his league for sure. Like, come on, dude. Like, my dad's not a bad looking dude. Like, he's good looking for a 70-year-old man, but she's like in her 40s, okay? Like, I don't know any 40-year-olds trying to date a 70-year-old. Like,
I can almost guarantee you a lot of 40-year-olds are probably not dating any 75-year-olds. I can tell you that right now.
she's still in current, like, newer photos with her husband. There's no arguing with him about much of anything. He's just like, you don't know what you're talking about. I know he's got her listed as wifey in his phone now. He's her background photo on his phone. She'll be like, oh, I wish.
Something tells me, now, I'm not trying to sound mean, but it sounds like this dude is kind of an idiot. Like, he just won't hear, he just won't, how can I put this in a way? He is just being stringent. And what I mean by that word is basically like, let me put it in a different perspective. It seems like to me that he seems to be the type of guy who he just won't listen to what his daughters have to say about this situation, because if he did listen, like in the start of the video where like he got in his car and start driving away because he won't hear it, he obviously can't handle the criticism. You know? I mean, that's pretty much where, and I'm pretty sure it's going to happen in some part of this episode.
I can marry you today, and I love you too, sweetheart. And they have like these little cutesy names for each other, and I'm just like, oh, that's gross. Because of this.
I want to keep in mind that this is probably made. Hold up, I want to say. Damn it, I don't have my phone. Actually, I do have my phone. While this is playing, I'm gonna go look it up of when was this episode made. Excuse me.
Situation. Like, if it was genuine, it would be cute and it would be sweet. Oh, that's nice. Dad finally found himself somebody, sweet and nice to talk to. It's not what this is, though. So it just makes me ill when I see those messages, and he's just like, I still need some money. Can you send some money? And he'll just go, okay, how much? She's definitely got him wrapped around her finger. I don't know what it is.
Okay, according to this episode was posted about 4 weeks ago. I honestly didn't know that, honestly. So, let me see. 4 weeks ago, that would have had to have been before. Let me see. 4 weeks ago. Let me look at my calendar here. Let me see here. 4 weeks ago. So, that was in November sometime, probably. And then it started getting views at almost in December. The start of December, anyway. But anyway, let's continue.
That he doesn't realize sounds off to him. Because when I read the messages, it just doesn't sound like stuff a normal person would say. It just sounds very computer generated or fake. And for whatever reason, he's just not convinced.
Although Ron couldn't afford it, he felt good giving Savannah the money because he believed it was for a good cause.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he definitely gave it a good cause, all right. Even though 9 times out of 10 he should have realized that this is a scammer. Jesus Christ, like how dumb do you have to be in order to figure out that this woman probably has a wife? This woman has a boyfriend. Not to mention 2 kids. How the fuck is she gonna leave her man to go deal with this guy? Come on now. This makes no sense. It's not real. It's fake. It's scammers taking advantage of a 75-year-old man and just emotionally manipulating him.
That's what started the initial request for money, is that she was trying to get her cardiology license back so she could go back to practicing or whatever. And it was just like, that okay, whatever. I'm like, maybe that's legit, maybe it's not. But I was like, why is the person like 2 weeks into talking to you asking you for money already? Like, that isn't sending you a red flag already? Come on.
And once again, I have to say it, like, if she's got a man that's probably making lots and lots and lots of money of his career or job, 9 times out of 10, she's probably not going to sit there and ask you for money. And like I said, this is a scammer trying to benefit their bottom line.
These are messages I've read. She needed presents for her kids or something to that effect. And when he mailed them out to her, she turned around and said, "Oh, I never got them. Someone stole them." Kidding me? And then she'll say she needs them to get the gold bars out of customs and they need the tax money from them. And we're like, tell them to keep a gold bar. Like, what's the problem here? At first, I guess he was sending her like upwards of like $2,000 after he'd get his pension every month. And my sister's lucky if she sees half of that every month. And then my sister will end up taking it out of her own pocket to help him pay his. And it's like, this is not going to work, man. So yeah, credit cards, car loans, credit card loans, like payday loans, like whatever he can do to go out and get money for this chick is what he's in debt for. I've seen stacks of gift cards in his room.
Of course, gift card. Basically the most common denominator that a scammer that will ask. Jesus Christ. Like, come on. Like how stupid do you have to be?
He left receipts and the gift cards in the car one time, so I knew that he was sending them that way. His checking accounts had gotten closed like 2 or 3 different times, so I ended up adding him to my checking account. That was a big mistake because they ended up closing my checking account. Like, I physically have seen him in person throwing a fit and like pretending to punch doors because he knows he doesn't have money to pay his own bills. He's got a charger that he had almost had paid off. Rather than letting it get paid off, this chick convinced him to go and get a loan so that he could send her the money. I don't know what he's paying every month or how much he's skipping out on. He doesn't like to be real open with that. It's not until he's desperate that he will come to me and, you know, ask me to cover something. But, you know, it's just every month is a little different. I just learned this the other day. He's also sending her information, like account information for my sister. He's sending pictures of my sister, my nieces, my, you know.
Dude, that's creepy. Sending pictures of your niece and sending pictures of your niece. Like, wait, hold on. I'm gonna go back again.
That whole family that he had almost had paid off. Rather than letting it get paid off, this chick convinced him to go and get a loan so that he could send her the money. I don't know what he's paying every month or how much he's skipping out on. He doesn't like to be real open with that. It's not until he's desperate that he will come to me and, you know, ask me to cover something. But, you know, it's just every month is a little different. I just learned this the other day. He's also sending her information, like account information for my sister. He's sending pictures of my sister.
Why is he sending pictures of his sister? I'm curious of what is going on. Now, I know it's not that deep, but at the same time, it's just like, dude, that's creepy. Like, why would you send pictures of your sisters? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me at all.
My nieces, my, you know, that whole family over there to this chick. I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, why do they need that information, dude? His own account information he's sending to her.
Exactly. Like, why do they need to know about that information? Why do they need to know that you need to, like, why do they need to know that you have 2 sisters? Like, this is a scammer, obviously. Like I said, I don't have to repeat myself.
Like, this is not okay. And, like, she sent a pizza to the house before. Like, I mean, like, it's kind of scary. Like, why are you...
Wait, she sent a pizza to the house? Why? I'm curious of why. Did she, what, was she just being generous? Is that what that is? Was she just, like, was the scammer just being generous? I'm curious. Why would a scammer send 3, well, I'm not sure how many boxes of pizzas that they have. I would have imagined they only had 1, probably an extra large pepperoni or large pepperoni and sausage. I mean, who knows?
You doing that? Like, this is supposed to make up for the thousands of dollars that you spent in false whatevers? Like, no, man.
Savannah's constant request for money became so overwhelming for Ron, he had no choice but to ask Carrie for help.
I had gone into a car accident a few years ago and I got a settlement. So I bought my car outright and paid cash for it. I bought my house and paid cash for it. So he knew that I had those two things free and clear. And so when he came up on needing this money, he was like, I need you to sell your truck. I've already done all this other stuff that I can do. And I was like, I'm not selling my truck. I was like, it took me a while of pushing me. It was like, I was like, I'm not helping.
I was about to say, don't sell your truck. Don't sell your truck. Don't, because at the end of the day, chances are you probably won't even get that money back.
When you do this, I was like, you're just gonna get,
And what I mean by that, chances are, like, if you send this money to a scammer, chances are you're not gonna get that money back.
Scammed out of this money, you're not gonna see anything back. I was like, this is insane. He just pushed and pushed and pushed, and I ended up giving in. So I ended up selling my car to CarMax, and then
Oh, good God. Like it can't get any worse than this. Come on, let's keep going.
and ended up giving him the money, and then he never got anything from it. And I was like, you're a sucker. I was like, we're both suckers. I was like, you suck. They talk about meeting up, and they were actually supposed to meet up in California 2 weeks ago. He came into my sister's room when I was there and said, I'm leaving tomorrow. I'll be gone for a week. I'm like, where are you going? He was like, none of your business. I'm like, oh, okay. I already knew. And the morning that he was supposed to fly out, she sent him a message. He said, trip's canceled. I'm not going. I'm like, what happened? He said, her son's...
I know exactly what was going on. Like, he was planning a trip to come see her, but at the end of the day, this scammer was like, honey, I'm sorry. Honey, I'm so sorry. I have to cancel our plans. Gee, I wonder what those plans could be. Chances are, this is a scammer who was just obviously didn't make any plans in the first place. Or probably didn't even want to see you. The whole thing was a lie.
The hospital or something. But then when I went onto her Instagram page and was looking at the Instagram photos, it showed that she was in friggin' Paris. I was like, no, the reason why you can't go see her is because if this person's legit, she was in Paris. And the address that she gave him to go to, that they could meet up at, doesn't exist. You really...
Gee, who could have saw that coming? What do you think your chances are?
They're going to go down there and figure out that this address didn't exist, and then what? And we were really worried for his safety, what could happen to him potentially if he does go down there. What I really think his main thing is that I think he wants to be able to just be able to hand his kids over a bunch of money and be like, hey guys, take care of your own stuff. I feel like inside of him, he wants to be able to provide for us in a way that most parents can't, and he's going about it all the wrong way. We don't need you to do that, Dad. We just want you to be happy and take care of you, and make sure that you're okay. But he's doing too much. He's not a very sociable person, so he does not like to go out and go to bars or go to meet people. I don't know. He's just lonely, and I feel bad for him and stuff. And I get it, but this is not the way to go about meeting people. I don't know why he hasn't gotten it through that this is not legit. I think deep down
He gonna eventually. Something tells me that he's gonna. Excuse me. Something tells me that he's going to get pissed off when he finds out that the person that he's been talking to for a few years is a scammer. Something tells me he's going to get incredibly pissed off.
he knows there's something in his gut that's telling him that this isn't working, and this isn't real, and he needs to stop doing it. And I think he just needs some actual confirmation, actual proof in his face, bam, here it is.
Stick around until the end, Seekers. We'll fly to Vegas and confront Ron in person.
For crying out loud, can you just talk to her, please? Oh my gosh.
This motherfucker is... Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon my language. But at the same time, this motherfucker is an idiot.
If you like this video, please consider subscribing. And once you've done that, give this video a like too.
Hey Seekers, if you're only following us here, you're missing half the story.
Follow Catfish Online on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for updates and content we don't share on YouTube.
Again, feel free to check him out, man. Honestly, they could teach you a thing or two about, scammers and, what they're going to say, and also gift cards, what, like the do's and don'ts when it comes to the do's and don'ts, and the do's and don'ts when it comes to like scammers, and not to mention the whole when, scammers asking you for gift cards, you say no, all that. So let's continue.
All right, Seekers, it was time for the team to get together to come up with a game plan on how we were going to help Carrie and Kristen get their dad to see the truth.
There's definitely some red flags. The daughters seem to have a pretty good sixth sense of like what's going on, it seems. The real person's not stupid enough to use their own pictures to try to scam somebody, but we'll get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, so I spoke to both Carrie and Kristen, and I am certain that this is a scam, but I do think you guys should take a look at this person that Ron thinks he's talking to.
Okay, so I'm just gonna point it out. The age difference, he's a lot older than her.
If I saw them walking together in public, I would definitely not think that they match at all.
No, not at all.
I can actually agree with David, and I can actually agree with David on that one. I'll be super honest. Again, I'm not trying to be mean about this old guy. I'm not trying to be mean, but at the same time, he's just stringent. Like, he just won't hear anything what they have to say. It's like, oh, and it's like, oh, you're wrong. You're always wrong. Dude, they're right. This is not Savannah. It's obviously a fucking scammer trying to get every single nickel and dime that they can.
Just so you guys know, I already ran a quick reverse image search on Social Catfish, and here's her Instagram account of who I think the...
And yep, there it is. Her Instagram account, Savannah Josel. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. Yep, her Instagram account, and yes, she has a boyfriend, and they're probably married and has 2 kids.
real person is in the picture.
Oh, so she's married with kids. Like, she's definitely not involved. What other research do we have?
We don't have much because Ron is semi-aware that we're doing this. I mean, his daughters did mention it to him, and they are the ones that have been taking all of the images off of his phone. Because I know that Savannah is this person in the image, I'm going to just try reaching out to her, see if she can validate this so I can share that information with Ron. And also, we have this driver's license and passport that were...
Yep. The left one is the the left one is the real one. The left one is the real one, and the other one is clearly fake. Like, you could just tell. I don't know. I don't know. This could be the left. I don't know. This could be the real one. I don't know. This could. No, it's definitely not this one is definitely not the fake one. Yeah, this one is definitely the fake one, and that one's real. Because, as you can tell, it has her face on it, not to mention her passport. So this is basically her passport ID.
Taken from Ron's chats.
So it sounds like the daughters, Kristen and Carrie, need us to come in and just sit down with him and kind of explain why this whole thing is not real.
That is correct. His daughters say that Ron is out about $100K. He even convinced Carrie to sell her truck for cash.
And she did it?
Yes, just so he could...
Oh, good God. Yep, like, if anything, like, things could not get any, like, things cannot get any goddamn worse. All right, let's continue. Let's see how far this goes.
Send the money to this person in the picture.
Oh, my God, this mo. I swear to God, like, so help me. This old guy is an idiot. He is. Lord forgive me for saying that, but at the same time, he's an idiot.
To top it off, the daughters have warned me that he's rough around the edges and he's not approachable.
All right, normally I have like a lot of ideas on like how to do this, but this one I'm a little stumped because Ron's not giving us anything, like any ideas.
As they say, quiet people don't say that. What's the word what am I trying to say here? From what I can tell, Ron just seems to be the quiet type. Like, he does not want everybody to know what he's doing. Like, he's not an open book. And you know what they say about, and you know what they say about people not, and you know what they say about people who are not an open book.
From either one of you?
I have one. I think that it would be best if I reached out to the real person in the picture, Savannah, see if she can confirm if she knows who Ron is. And if she messages me today, I can hit the road running with Connor tomorrow and reveal this information to Ron and question him and say, hey, look, I'm talking to her. Who are you talking to?
I mean, this sounds like the perfect plan as long as you can execute. But I think you need to go ASAP, like tomorrow.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right,
The more you get information, the better.
Seekers, it was time to hit the road to Vegas. Brienne picked up Connor, and the two headed off for the long drive to meet up with Ron. After some much needed rest, the next morning Brienne and Connor sat down to review how to approach Ron with the information we found regarding the Savannah profile.
All right, Connor. So we only have a little bit of research here. I haven't been able to sit down with Ron. He hasn't shared anything really. Everything that we have is because Carrie's pulled it from his phone. So right now, what we do have is we know that both of the government IDs are false. The images that were used are from her social media accounts, and the signatures don't match on both of the both forms of identification. We also reached out to Savannah herself. She messaged me back and confirmed she doesn't know Ron. She's never met Ron, and it does sound like someone's been using her images without her consent.
Gee, what a surprise. Yep, it's a scammer. And how much you want to bet me? Now, okay, I'm going to play a little game here. You put two fingers up if it's Lagos, Nigeria. Or you put 3 fingers up if it's something else. Go ahead. Go ahead. Like, when they get to that point where it's like, where's the scammer located? I almost guarantee you it's going to, honestly, I think it's Lagos, Nigeria, obviously. I think it is.
There's another little hiccup here. Ron is not the most friendliest person. He's just not friendly. And I already spoke to him a few nights ago. He said about 3 words to me, and in mid-sentence, he just walked away in our conversation. And then ever since then, he's been wanting to verify who I am. He wants to know my last name. He wants to know what I do. He's asked that several times. I think he's gonna be pretty pissed when he sees us. I think he's not gonna want anything to do with what we have.
He's gonna be even more pissed off when he finds out that his dream girl is a scammer. Honestly, if I were this dude, I would just be like, I would be pretty pissed off at myself for the things that I've done, and not to mention for the things that the daughters had to do. The daughters had to do to try to figure out like what is going on here, and they know exactly what's going on, and they're not stupid. They know that this is a scammer. Like, honestly, I feel so sorry for the grown daughters. I really do. I feel so sorry. I really do. I feel sorry that, they have to put up with an old guy like this who is just stringent.
To say, I wouldn't be shocked if he shut a door in my face. Yeah. Or told me to get off his property. So I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna have to use Carrie and Kristen as mediators because he loves his daughter.
Carrie and Kristen, I believe that's their names. Yeah. Dude, I feel sorry for I feel sorry for Carrie and Kristen. Honestly. I feel so sorry for these 2 women. And they're so and they are so sweet and they're willing to do anything for their father. But same time, it's like, I would have imagined they're probably getting fed up to the point where it's just like, I'm not helping you. This is bullshit. It's obviously a scammer trying to get you to benefit their bottom line. That's what it is. Granted, they probably don't think that, but at the same time, it's like, you just never know.
And even though he shuts them out, he still loves them and listens to them. Share some information, have them share that with their dad.
I'm pretty sure they're getting tired at this point.
That's our only hope here.
There was a lot of uncertainties with how Ron would react to all of this information. But with the plan in place, we packed up and headed out to Ron's with our fingers crossed.
All right. Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
So we got some sleep.
A little bit.
Better buckle up because something tells me they are not thrilled to meet Ron at all. And I can tell they're just like, buckle up because it's going to be a bumpy ass ride.
Little tiny bit, and then we got some breakfast, and now we are game planning because I have been warned that Ron did not want to have cameras around or anything like that. So I will have to break that to him too. We've already started things off on the right foot.
This is gonna be so interesting. We have no idea what's gonna happen.
He is like, dude is probably just gonna end up running away, and dude is probably just gonna end up getting in his car and just driving away. I think that's what's gonna happen.
I have no clue. I mean, he could shut the door in our face.
Exactly.
He could welcome us in with open arms.
Yep.
Or just drive away from his house. Just saying.
He could welcome us in and then kick us out. I don't know.
Could go either way. Like, there's a million different directions this could go.
Ugh. I know this is probably going to sound mean, but Ron is a fucking idiot. He really is. He is a fucking idiot.
Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Ready as you'll ever be?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
Hello, hello.
Carrie and Kristen welcomed us in, and we met everyone in the family, except Ron. We waited outside, hoping Carrie could get him to come outside and talk with us.
This is Brianne.
Hi, Ron. Oh, nice to meet you.
Not even a good handshake. What a fucking asshole.
You don't know what we're doing here? No? Oh my goodness. Okay. Did you look me up?
No.
I gave you
Oh.
her last name last night.
I got my card. Is he going out?
He's gonna try, I guess.
Is he leaving?
Yeah,
Oh, where's he going?
I don't know.
Oh.
Ron finally came out, but it was only for a second.
He said, I don't know what you're doing here. And he said he doesn't know me, and he wanted to know my last name, so he'll have my card so he knows my last name.
The chick you've been talking to is a stranger.
My apologies for the cough. I'm trying really hard to not to let my cough get into the microphone. My apologies.
She not? You haven't talked to her? Same thing?
6 months. What are you talking
Oh,
We've been talking for like 6 months. Dude, you're a fucking idiot. You are seriously a freaking idiot. You think for 1 second that Savannah is going to come all the way here, or you're going to meet her all the way for who knows where. You lost your mind.
we're crying out loud. Can you just talk to her, please? Please? Pretty, please. Come on. Oh my gosh.
Asshole.
What did he say? F this. You know, if we can just sit down with him for like 2-3 minutes tops, I can show him Savannah, who I'm talking to right now on my laptop. Carrie, I actually have her hear a message from her on my Instagram. Like, I don't mind showing him on my phone either.
Come here for a second. Just look at what Steve just got to say. She said 2 or 3 minutes. 2 or 3 minutes tops.
Hi, Ron. My name's Brianne. I'm here because your daughter's reached out.
What?
Hi, Ron. My name's Brienne. I'm here because your
What? What do we got a what do we got a fucking audience? What? Do we got a fucking audience? Like, dude, dude, would you just shut up and just let Brienne talk? Like, Jesus. Just let her talk. Let her talk some sense into you.
daughters reached out.
What? We got what? Do we have a fucking audience? Like, dude, you're so fucking rude.
Do you want it to be just me and you?
I don't want any.
Oh, I don't want anything. I'm gonna be a baby. Ugh, Lord forgive me. I'm sorry if I'm being very judgmental about this dude, but he's an asshole. And I'm going to act like a little baby. I'm gonna act like a little baby because they're just all up in my business.
Do you want to
She's
see
just trying to help.
the message that I was telling you about? So this is who I'm talking to. This is her verified account. She has 18,000 followers, and she messaged
I
me.
know Instagram. I know everything about her on Instagram. You ain't gonna tell me nothing I don't already know.
Yeah. Oh, you ain't gonna tell me. I know. It's like nothing I don't already know. Dude, just be quiet.
Are you talking to her here?
She's on WhatsApp.
So she's not on WhatsApp. So I'm going to show you what she said. I asked her if she knew you.
6 months on WhatsApp and she's not on WhatsApp.
Nope. She
Gee, you see, good job, dude. You're starting to figure out things.
says, "Hi, Brienne. Thank you for reaching out. I can confirm that I do not know anyone named Ron. I'm not involved in this situation in any way. Sounds like someone may be using my images without my consent. Best regards, Savannah."
Ron looked in disbelief after the message from the real Savannah.
Good God, dude. Like, honestly, like, good God. Good God, dude. Well, at least he's actually listening.
It seemed like the truth was starting to set in.
Over there.
You know this person.
Mm-hmm.
How?
Because she is the real person, and I looked her up and I've verified her. She's a physician in Santa Barbara.
What?
She's in Ventura.
Mm-hmm. She does. But the person you're talking to is not Savannah.
Alright. Thanks, whatever.
Well, he must feel like a real idiot, doesn't he? Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh-huh. How does it feel to have it all blown up in your face?
Were you able to figure out where that person is at?
I'm sorry. My apologies if I'm being a little too hard on this old dude, but at the same time, he should have knew better. I mean, I get it, like he wants a girlfriend, but at the same time, it's like, you know. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I mean, stuff like that don't come every once in a while. It's like once you're in a certain age where it's like, well, I want to say, what did they say? Was he like 75? I mean, chances are, like, women are not going to want to date, and women who are at their 40s are not going to want to date a 75-year-old man. I can't say that for a fact. I don't know, but I'm not trying to sit here and judge, but at the same time, it's like, what is this dude thinking?
I would need his cooperation. We can create an IP tracker and he can send it, but I would need him to open up his chat. We could create the link now and then he could send it. It's up to him if he wanted to know.
I mean, if he wants to be in denial, you know, that's on him. Some people are just stubborn. Like, they gonna do whatever it takes to get whatever they want. You know, stubborn people, they're going to do whatever it takes to do whatever. What am I trying to say here? They're gonna do whatever it takes to do whatever they want, whenever they want to, how they want to. That's it. Ron just seems to be that type of guy. Like he's gonna do whatever he wants, however he wants to, and whenever he wants to, without telling anybody.
That would be our best option.
Ron clearly wasn't happy, but Carrie and Kristen invited us in to see if he would be willing to listen to the rest.
He's not happy. Gee, I wonder why he's not happy. Because he just found out that Brienne is actually talking to the real Savannah, and he wasn't.
Of what we had to say.
Like, I don't know how much you've heard about like a lot of these scams, but a lot of them are based out of Nigeria, and that's probably where this.
She basically just said it for me. Lagos, Nigeria. I think that's pretty much. I think that pretty much come to a close to this whole investigation.
Person is at right now.
You okay?
And they can track that for you.
A white woman with 2 kids is in Nigeria.
A white woman with 2 kids in Nigeria. Like, dude, no.
That's not this
That's
person.
Yeah, she's not, but the person who is pretending to be her is probably there.
Look, I want to show you something, Ron, if you'll allow me to. So, the real Savannah, she just posted this 2 hours ago.
I saw that. I saw that.
She texted you that?
That's the real one?
This is the real person.
I saw that on Instagram.
But you're not talking to the person from Instagram. Unfortunately,
She probably doesn't even have an Instagram account.
someone stole Savannah's identity and is talking to you.
This is not the real person.
This is not the real person I'm talking to. Gee, are you starting to figure it out, man? Like, come on, dude. You should know that by now.
Person I'm talking to?
No.
6 months?
No, even her profile says Savannah Josh Shiles. This is her.
Savannah Josh Hiles. Like, come on.
Partner.
Okay. That's nice to know.
Do you want to try to see where this person's at? It's up to you. I mean, we're here for you all day long.
He's like, I don't care. Dude, make up your mind. You either want to find out if you want to find out that this scammer is in Lagos, Nigeria, or you don't. Make up your mind.
We can stay here as long as you need us to. I can run any searches that you ask me to run.
Great. So,
I didn't ask.
For you all day long. We can stay here as long as you need us to. I can run any searches that you ask me to run.
I didn't ask for any of this, so you can go.
okay.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, that's right. Just run away. Yeah, that's right. Just run away. Just drive away because of your disappointments. Guess what, man? Life is full of disappointments.
Okay. We're sorry.
50-50, I kind of feel bad for this dude, but at the same time, that's kind of what you get for being so... What's the word I'm looking for? Like... How can I say this without trying to be mean? Like, that's kind of what you get for not listening for the past, 6 months.
Love you. You might need a moment. A long moment?
He's probably gonna take off.
Yeah.
He's just gonna go to the store most likely. Hopefully that's all he does.
That's okay. I mean, he's just taking it in. Yeah.
He's beating himself up right now.
I ain't too surprised if he is beaten up because, he probably feels like an idiot. And, I mean, okay, 50-50, it's not his fault, but at the same time, he should have listened. That's where I'm at this point. I kind of feel bad for this dude, but at the same time, I'm like, That's what you get for being stringent and not listening to what your family has to say about the situation. You know? Again, I'm not trying to be mean, but at the same time, it's like his family just want him to understand that this is not the real Savannah that he has been talking to.
You know, even though he battles you guys, I can see that he's still listening to you. He's sitting there, he's processing. He's not going to listen to me. Like he said, he doesn't know who I am, but I can present the information to you guys, and you guys can take it and share it with him.
Okay.
With that being said, earlier when we were discussing the legitimacy of the passport and the driver's license, I looked at these signatures, and maybe you guys can show him this later, but they're not the same signature.
Yep. Obviously, the right one is clearly fake.
Not at all.
No. It's not even legible. You can't even read the date of birth,
Yeah,
the
it's like copied
first,
over.
last name. Yeah. But if
It's all covered up. And as somebody, as you know, as somebody who goes to get their, now for those who don't know, I have a driver's license, and the thing is that a driver's license, like a driver's license, would look a lot more cleaner. That driver's license, let me go back here. That driver's license right here, it's covered up, and it was obviously made by a scammer. You know? But then again, 50-50, I can't say for sure if that was made by a scammer. I don't know. And I'm not going to make any assumptions. But let's continue.
of the passport and the driver's license, I looked at these signatures, and maybe you guys can show him this later, but they're not the same signature.
Not at all.
No. It's not even legible. You can't even read the date of birth,
it's
the
like copied
first,
over.
last name. Yeah. But if all else fails, I would point to him that the signatures don't match.
Yeah.
This is her legitimate account.
Okay.
18,000 followers, almost 19. She's verified. She's an influencer.
So this is her Instagram account. Okay, good to know. Dude, it's always about, it's always a scam. Dude, like, it's always scammers that go after the Instagram account, and they want to use their pictures to make it actually look like that to try to fool other people. Dude, it's fucking insane.
Okay.
She's a physician. She has a link tree, and the link tree shows all the other platforms where you can visit her on.
Yeah.
So she has a TikTok, but she doesn't even list.
On Facebook.
Yeah, she doesn't even list Facebook.
Yeah, I admit, like I said, I had messaged her once through Instagram, and she basically confirmed that it wasn't her talking to my dad. And I was like, I tried to tell him that, but he was like, it's not the same person. I'm like, yeah, that's the point. Like, it's not the same person.
This is the.
But now he's starting to get it. And honestly, I kind of feel bad for this dude. I really do. After everything that I said throughout this whole episode, I do kind of feel bad for him. I do. I truly do. I mean, no 75-year-old person should have to go through that BS. Nobody should. But at the same time, he refused to listen, and look what happened. Now he's beating himself up for not listening earlier.
The real person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brienne gave Carrie and Kristen some information regarding this profile that the research team was able to dig up. In the meantime, we stepped out to give Ron some space in hopes he'd be willing to listen to us after he cooled down.
I'm definitely concerned about his well-being.
Excuse me, I'm gonna go take care of something while this is playing. I'll be right back. Excuse me.
I am too.
I think that
I am too.
I think we should. I don't know. I mean, he's a very stubborn guy, though. So I feel like if we offered help, he would just. I don't know.
He's not gonna take it.
He's not gonna take it. I brought up to him before. Let me bring you like a coffee or something, but he's just,
Well,
What do you
here's what
think?
I think we do. I mean, He's obviously going through it, right? He said some really serious stuff. Thanksgiving is coming up, right? What if we do something nice for them for Thanksgiving? What if we go buy them a turkey or get them something, right?
I love that.
Some dessert, something, whatever we can find, yeah?
100%. They have a big family living there. You know what? Let's get them a Thanksgiving dinner.
Get him a big ass turkey. There's a lot of people in there.
Let's do it.
Maybe we're gonna see him here. Remember, they were like, he was gonna go to the grocery store or something.
Oh, you think he went to this one though?
I don't know. How'd you even find this place?
I actually was just driving as we were chatting. I'm like, oh, a marketplace, and you said turkey.
Well, that worked out.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's how you know you're in the place you need to be in.
What if we see him in there right now?
I'll say, hey, Ron, remember me? Back. It's like, I can't get away from this lady.
I know.
Oh yeah,
Doing the fixing.
we are.
It's like one of everything.
I'm gonna go back.
It's just helpful that way.
I'm gonna go back and see what I missed.
He's probably gonna take off.
Something, whatever we can.
File that the research team was able to dig.
I don't know.
He's not gonna.
File that the research team was able to dig up. In the meantime, we stepped out to give Ron some space in hopes he'd be willing to listen to us after he cooled down.
I'm definitely concerned about his well-being.
I am too.
I think that
I am too.
I think we should. I don't know. I mean, he's a very stubborn guy, though. So I feel like if we offered help, he would just. I don't know.
He's not gonna take it.
He's not gonna take it. You know.
My point exactly. He's probably just gonna sit there and not take it, and do things his own way. That's how stubborn men are. They gonna do whatever they want, whenever they want. Gonna roll the roost,
No, I brought up to him before. Let me bring you like a coffee or something, but he's just,
Well,
What do you
here's what
think?
I think we do. I mean, he's obviously going through it, right? He said some really serious stuff. Thanksgiving is coming up, right? What if we do something nice for them for Thanksgiving? What if we go buy them a turkey or get them something, right?
I love that.
Some dessert, something.
Honestly, that would be nice. Honestly, nothing's better than spending time with people in Thanksgiving. Oh yes, this would have to be like. Yeah, I would have to say this episode was made obviously in November sometime.
Something, whatever we can find, yeah?
100%. They have a big family living there. You know what? Let's get them a Thanksgiving dinner.
Get him a big ass turkey. There's a lot of people in there.
Let's do it.
Maybe we're gonna see him here. Remember, they were like, he was gonna go to the grocery store or something.
Oh, you think he went to this one though?
I don't know. How'd you even find this place?
I actually was just driving as we were chatting. I'm like, oh, a marketplace, and you said turkey.
Well, that worked out.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's how you know you're in the place you need to be in.
What if we see him in there right now?
I'll say, hey, Ron, remember me? Back. It's like, I can't get away from this lady.
I know.
Oh yeah,
Doing the fixing.
we are. We're doing it. This is good.
They have a big family.
They do. They have a huge family. Okay.
Am I overdoing it?
No, we're
Okay.
this is
It's like
good.
one of everything. It's just helpful that way.
As we were making our way through the aisles, you'll never guess who we ran into.
Dude, that's crazy. They just ran into him into the store. Like, what? What?
To him at the store, I didn't say anything. Oh. I didn't say anything. We just said hi, and he waved back. So. I think what we should do is just fill out the vibe, see how he's doing. Seeing me here and then at the store was probably so much for him, so I can't get away from this damn woman. But we actually thanks to Connor's ideas, we wanted to bring you guys back something, and Connor had a really great idea, so we went to the store for you guys.
I know Thanksgiving is around the corner, so we wanted to get you guys some stuff for Thanksgiving, just anything to help out. You guys have a big family, there's a lot of people, right? A lot of kids and stuff, there's a lot going on. So we got you some stuff, it's in the car here.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff.
We dropped the groceries off, and Carrie and Kristen were super grateful. Ron was in his room, so we figured it'd be best to give him space and leave all of the information we found with his daughters. We said goodbye and got back on the road to head home. A couple of days later, we got on a call with Carrie to check in and see how Ron was doing after our trip to Vegas.
Hello, Carrie. How are you?
All right, how are you?
Good, good. So I just wanted to touch base with you and just kind of get a feel for where your dad's at today since the last time we visited him.
So I seen him for a few minutes this morning. He wasn't feeling good the last few days because he caught something that was going on with the kids. But then I'm not sure how much of that is still from having a cold or from him just beating himself up and feeling like an idiot. We were let's see, what was it? Yesterday morning or the day before? I had gone out to talk to him to see how he was feeling, and he had gone outside to go get something to drink, and I could hear him talking to somebody or something, and he's like cussing at himself and everything, and I'm like, what's going on? I was like, I thought there was a rat or something out there. He's like, no. He's like, I can't believe I'm such an idiot. I'm so stupid. Da, da, da. I'm like,
Gee, I wonder why. Like, good God, man. Like, dude, you should have knew better. Like, come on. Like, I mean, hey, on the other hand, at least he's being more self-aware. That's all what matters. At least he's being more self-aware. So, you know, granted, he's beating himself up, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, you live and you learn, and, you know, or, you know, I always say, go with your gut and be on your guard. And stick to your guns when it comes to scammers. Because you never know what they're going to do.
you're not stupid. I was like, it happens. I was like, it happens. I was like, just.
I honestly, like, real talk for a second. I'm going to try to give Ron the benefit of a doubt here. I'm going to give him the benefit of a doubt here because, I don't know, he seems like a cool guy. It's just that, you know, he is like 75 years old and he doesn't really have, you know, he's like 75 and, you know, pretty sure 9 times out of 10, he probably can't find somebody his age. And looking at the co-current situation in this episode, honestly, like, I kind of feel bad. I really do. And I kind of take back everything I said about him. Honestly, I do. Okay, I want to say, well, I mean, well, he's not, yeah, like, honestly, like, he's not stupid. It's just that, you know, sometimes when you see somebody attractive, sometimes you just get all, sometimes you really get all pent up and you don't really, like, your mind is just not set right. If you, like her mind, how can I put this in a way? Like, your mind is, you're just basically not in the right headspace. Sometimes love can make you do crazy stuff sometimes. And you know, it happened, and I'm pretty sure it happens to all of us. But enough of me talking, let's continue.
Let it go. Just be glad that you're done with it. You know that it wasn't, you know, now you know. I was like, I'm sorry that is what had to happen, or that it really wasn't a true thing, but at least now you know. Now you can stop being obsessed with this person and move on. And, you know, we all do stupid shit every once in a while. You're allowed.
I agree. We all do stupid shit every once in a while. And like I said before, sometimes love can make you do crazy shit sometimes. And honestly, I think we all been through there. I mean, we all been there once. I know I have. So, I know, like, I can honestly say that I am no stranger when it comes to relationships. Okay? I will sit here and say that. And that as far as I'll go.
I was like, it's okay.
Oh, well, it sounds like you're being very supportive and, you know.
Sorry. He doesn't care, though. He's really beating himself up about it, and I feel bad. I do feel bad for him, but
I feel bad for him too, dude. Like, he's like 70 years old. He's like 75 years old, and, you know, he can't really find somebody within his age range. I feel bad, and I kind of take back everything I said about him, honestly. I do. Like 100. I actually do take back everything I said about him. I mean, granted, he was stubborn, and he didn't know any. Granted, he is stubborn, but at the same time, you know, he feel bad. Like he kind of feel bad on the inside of what he put through Carrie and Kristen through, probably. Granted, like she just said, like, he doesn't care, but still, it's just one of those situations where it's like, you never know.
you know, it is what it is. He did say that she tried to, or whoever it was, tried to convince him that it was her by finally doing a video chat with him, but it was literally just like her like blowing a kiss. Like, it was very AI generated looking. It was not. It was kind of fake looking. So it was, and so he told her basically where to shove it and, you know, where to go. So
Wow, this is amazing. So you know for sure he blocked her, or he blocked.
yes, it does say that he blocked her this time for sure.
Okay.
So what really makes me mad is that he didn't listen to me the first time when he asked me that, when he was originally asking me. When I originally talked, I was like, this is not a legit person, I'm pretty sure. I'm like, don't continue talking to this person. And he still didn't take me seriously. But maybe if I give him your guys' information, he would use it to his benefit and hopefully not get taken from.
He should have listened the first time, but did he? No. I'm curious, like, what is his actual age? Hold on, let me go back. We're not rewatching this whole thing. I just want to know his age.
Don't face.
Get through to Ron about, but is Ron willing to face the truth? Or will all of our team's effort go to waste?
This is Brianne.
Hi, Ron. Sometimes you want to change. You're ready to.
Our father.
Just like, no, you know, shitting and stuff like that. I have 2 kids.
Sincerely, Kristen and Carrie. An emotion.
At betterhelp.com/cat.
I'm working remote. I've been traveling a lot.
Has been talking to a woman on WhatsApp, and we are real. Before
Living with me for the last area. I'm Carrie. I'm 42. I'm a single mom. I'm from Henderson, Nevada. Hi, my name is Kristen, and I'm 40 years old, and I live in the Henderson, Nevada area.
Hang on just a minute.
I'm 42. I'm a single mom. I'm from Henderson, Nevada. I have 2 kids and 3 grandkids now. My dad's been living with me for the last 3 or 4 years now. My dad's name is Ron, and I believe he will be 75 in March. He was an orthopedic tech.
Okay, so he's technically 70. So technically he's 74. Technically, yeah. But anyway, let's go back to where we was.
Take me seriously, but maybe if I give him your guys' information, he would use it to his benefit and hopefully not get taken for a ride again. So
Yeah. He has my card. Give him my number, and he can have direct contact with me. And if he's talking to someone that reaches out and claims they're Savannah, tell him to reach out to me.
Okay, will do.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the check-in, and it's good to hear that he listened and he's blocked this person.
Thank you guys for coming.
I mean, at least he's being self-aware now.
And for all you guys did, we really, really appreciate it so much, because I really think that did, because he wasn't listening to us outside of that. So
Seekers, it's
All right, I guess that's about it. Honestly, that was a good episode, honestly. And again, I take back everything I said about Ron. I take everything I said about Ron. I really do. I take back everything I said. I really do. I mean, honestly, I don't think Ron is an idiot. It's just that, you know, he's like 74 years old and he's never really had a girlfriend since. And, you know, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure a lot of old men can probably sit there and relate, you know? It's just one of those situations where it's just like, you know, it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't situations, you know? It's like, what if this could have really worked out between the two of them? You know? It's just one of those situations. Do I feel bad for Ron at the age of 74 years old and having no woman? I do. I kind of feel bad for him. I really do. I feel bad for the dude. And I don't think he's just stupid. It's just that, you know, he just got all pent up and, you know, he just did a lot of crazy shit that he probably shouldn't have done. And, you know, we all been there once where we done some we all been there when it came to relationships. We all did some dumb shit. We all did. We all did. Some more than others. But that's all the time I have for this video. I'm going to close it. Thank you guys for watching. There will be more catfish commentary, so be on the lookout for that if you guys want to see more of it. I will be posting these like on an earlier time, probably maybe around 9 o'clock. That is if that traffic, that is if I'm not scheduled, if my video is not scheduled around 9 o'clock. So there's that. So, yeah. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching. My Scamfish commentary videos will probably be uploaded somewhere around maybe 9 o'clock to maybe around like 9 o'clock a.m. Due to, you know, I'm a gamer and I like posting video games. So there's that. I like to post, you know, I'm a game content creator as well, and I like to post a lot of video games. So I try really hard not to get that in the way of, you know, scam videos as well. So that's all the time I have. I'll see you guys later. Remember, don't get scammed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.